Well, hello there. Welcome to a new video. Today marks 2 years since I've gotten my PlayStation 5. So I figured it'd be a nice day to do a little collection update video. So far I have 59 games in my collection so far, which isn't, you know, a lot to some, but to me it's pretty solid enough. Some people online have hundreds and hundreds of games. I'm pretty steady with my collecting so far. So, with that said, let's get right into it, shall we? First up, Alan Wake Remastered. I've not played this version just yet. I have played the game before, just not this version. I'm waiting to play this when hopefully a physical of Alan Wake 2 gets announced. It's my opinion that the reasoning that Remedy said that there wasn't going to be a physical of Alan Wake 2 is pretty garbage in my opinion. Pretty hot trash, if you ask me. So yeah, I'll be playing this when hopefully a physical of Alan Wake 2 gets announced, whenever that may be. Next, Aliens Fireteam Elite. This is a pretty solid game for co-op. It's basically Left 4 Dead with xenomorphs. So next, Apslov End of Gods. Haven't played this yet. My fiance's played it a little bit because I took it out to one time when I went out to visit her. All I know about this game is that it's basically a sci-fi horror game mixed with Norse mythology. That's all I know. So, but I was intrigued by that concept alone, so that's why I picked it up. Next, Assassin's Creed Mirage. I played this last year and I enjoyed it. It was a nice little back to basics type of Assassin's Creed game. Makes me hopeful that we get more of these types of games in between the huge, massive RPG style of games that we have now. So, but also playing this makes me wish that we would get a remake of the first game. I know Ubisoft is doing a remake of the fourth game, Black Flag, but that game doesn't need a remake. In my opinion, the only game in this franchise that really needs a remake is the first game. But who knows, maybe one day. Next, Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I have not finished this just yet, just because it's so huge and massive and open and bloated. So maybe before the next mainline game, I'll finally finish it, but who knows. Next, Atomic Heart. This is basically a Russian Bioshock game. So I love Bioshock, so that just right there was just okay. Yeah, I'm interested. I haven't played it yet, but looking forward to it when I do eventually. Next, Aztec Forgotten Gods. I don't know much about this game. When I looked it up, I just was on Amazon one day, just browsing coming soon releases, and this was on there, and I looked it up and was like, okay, that looks actually pretty fun. So I just added it to my wish list to get eventually. So, and next, the Callisto Protocol. Love this game. I enjoyed it. I know a lot of people did not like it. This is a very good spiritual successor to Dead Space. It even has the original. I think the guy who directed this. I know the guy who directed this worked on Dead Space. I can't remember if he was a producer or director or what he was, but it's from the same mind, basically. But I enjoyed it. I did have some issues with the game, but to my knowledge, most of those have been patched, so that's really good. I still need to play the DLC, which I've heard is really bad, but like I said, until I play it myself, I can't, properly judge it. But I still enjoyed the game regardless. So I'd love to get a sequel, but probably won't, unfortunately. Which sucks because I think a sequel would really elevate that and bring it to the next level. So, but it is what it is. Next, Chorus. This is a space combat type game. Haven't played it yet, but I heard it was pretty good, and that it has like a really good story from what I've heard. So, eventually. Next, Control Ultimate Edition. have not played this yet as well. Maybe this year. Haven't decided yet. So I've heard it was good. I just haven't had the time to play it. Next, Crisis Core, Final Fantasy VII Reunion. This is a really good remake, remaster, whatever the hell you want to call it, of the PSP game. It's very good. I enjoyed it. So if you're playing Rebirth and you haven't played this one just yet, I'd say go back and check it out after you're finished. So next, Dead Space. This was my game of the year last year. And as anybody who knows me, I'm a huge Dead Space fan. It's like one of my favorite franchises of all time. And this remake was very, very good. I have complete faith in Motive to not only remake 2 and possibly 3, but just I believe that the future of this franchise is safe with Motive. So. Next, Death Stranding Director's Cut. I have not played this yet. I played a little bit of it, just the vanilla version, but I ran into a weird bug where my saved game was not showing up. I don't know what the hell that was about. So I eventually go back and play it. Hopefully I won't have any of those issues because it was just odd. So next, Demon Souls, the remake. I have not played this yet. I've heard it's a very good remake, but I have a very love-hate relationship with Souls games, so I just haven't started yet. I will eventually though. Next, Devil May Cry 5 Special Edition. Great game. I love Devil May Cry 5. It was very fun. And this definitive edition, if you were very good. Next, Dolmen. This is basically a third-person shooter Souls game. Haven't played it yet. Heard it was kind of mixed, but I'll give it a shot eventually. Next, Edge of Eternity. This is an RPG. I don't know much about it. I was just browsing Amazon one day, just looking at upcoming releases, and this popped up, and it looked and sounded interesting enough, so add it to the list. Next, Evil West. This game I heard is really good, a really solid little third-person shooter. It was a bitch to get this. I don't know why the PS5 version is like uncommon. But basically, I had to basically rent the game from GameFly and then keep the game. So they sent me the case. So it was just kind of too many hoops to go through. I could have just bought it off Amazon if I would have preferred. So, but that's what it is. Next, Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade. I just beat this a couple days ago. Great game. I enjoyed it. I'm not the biggest fan of Final Fantasy VII. I like it. Don't get me wrong. It's just this particular game is just certain fans struck this game off so many times. Like without, it's just this game is so fully praised. It's ridiculous when there are other amazing RPGs from the PS1. So, but still, it's good. Just the overall milking of this particular universe from Square is just unbearable, in my opinion. Next, Fort Solis. Have not played it just yet. That's another sci-fi horror game, and you're on Mars. That's all I know. So. Next, Forspoken. For many people, this was the worst game last year. I myself have not played it yet. I played the demo. That's all I played. I thought the demo was fine. The issue with this game was that it was coming out the same month as Dead Space, and you know where my money went to. So, but yeah, I'll play it eventually. Next, Ghostwire Tokyo. Heard it was pretty solid. Haven't played it yet, so just whenever I'm in the mood to finally play it, I will. Next, God of War Ragnarok. Great game. I enjoyed it. Really good sequel. I'm looking forward to whatever happens next, whether that is the next adventure with Kratos or something with Atreus, whatever it may be. I'll be there day one. Next, Gotham Knights. I enjoyed this game a lot. I know a lot of people did not. I enjoyed it for what it was. It was fun. So it's pretty cheap now. So if you were mildly interested, or maybe you're trying to wipe the taste of Suicide Squad out of your mouth, which I have not played yet, but I've just read and heard that game is not that good. But this game is not as bad. So I'd say check it out. Next, Guardians of the Galaxy. This was a great game. I beat this last year. Very good single player. Very good single player story. A lot of people were concerned because they didn't know what to expect after the Avengers game, but this is very good. Check it out if you haven't already. Next, Hades. Great game. I need to get back to it eventually, but it's very good, very solid, and looking forward to the sequel. So, next, Hogwarts Legacy. Love this game. It is the Harry Potter game that I've been wanting for a very long time, and it's just very good. I have to give props to Avalanche for a game that they accomplished with this game because they never, to my knowledge, Avalanche has never done something like this before. So they definitely hit it out of the park, and I'm looking forward to a sequel, which there's going to be a sequel because this game overthrew freaking Call of Duty last year. This was like the highest selling game throughout the year last year, so sequel will be coming for sure. Next, Immortals: Phoenix Rising. This game's pretty fun. It's basically Ubisoft took Breath of the Wild and Assassin's Creed and threw them into a blender. You got this, and it's pretty, like I said, pretty solid enough. So next, Kena Bridge of Spirits. I have not played this yet, but I do remember hearing that it was pretty good. It's pretty solid, like double A style game. So eventually I will, play it. Next, The Last of Us Part One. I'm not going to say much on this game because people have. It's already been said ad nauseum. This game's great. I enjoy the sequel as well. It's a great series. It really is. Next, Necromunda Hired Gun. I don't know much about this game. I know it's part of the Warhammer 40K universe, and it's basically like Doom of that universe. So that alone made me interested. So I picked it up. I had to do some adjusting real quick. Next, The Medium. Haven't played it yet. I only really picked this up because Bloober Team was doing the Silent Hill 2 remake, so I wanted to see, where they started from, basically. So next, the Neo Collection. This is Neo 1 and 2, both with all the DLC. These are great games. They're Souls-like games, yes, but they're very fun. I really did enjoy them. Next, A Plague Tale: Innocence. Great game. I enjoyed it. I did not like the fact that the second to last level was like super hard, got super difficult all of a sudden. But other than that, still a solid game for sure. And of course, that leads into Plague Tale: Requiem. I've not played it yet, but I heard it was really good. So eventually I'll play it. Next, Proteus. Great little old school boomer shooter. A lot of fun. I enjoyed it. If you're looking for something like on the level of old Doom or like Doom 2016, that type of shooter, check it out. It's a lot of fun. Next, Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. Haven't played it yet. I heard it was good. Just haven't had the time nor desire to play it just yet. Will eventually though. Next, Returnal. Great game. I need to get back to it at some point, but it's fun. I enjoyed it. Next, Resident Evil 4 remake. Great remake. I enjoyed it. My only issue with it is that why this particular remake is praised when other remakes that are just as good, Dead Space, get the shaft. This game was nominated for Game of the Year. Dead Space got one nomination. That's kind of pretty shitty, in my opinion. Why is this, like I said, why is this game raised above the bar when other remakes, again, like Dead Space, were just as good? So, I don't know. Still good, don't get me wrong. I wish people would stop praising it all to hell when there are other games in that same genre and of remakes that are just as good. So, but moving right along. Scarlet Nexus. Only played a little bit of it. I believe, if I recall, it's basically Bandai's version of like Astral Chain, from what I remember reading, playing, what I remember reading about, and from what a little bit that I played. Yeah. But I'll get back to it eventually. Next, Scars Above. I just got this last month. I haven't played it yet. I just knew that it just sounded interesting enough. Looked fun, so I picked it up. Next four, we have Shantae's Risky Revenge, Shantae the Pirate's Curse, Half Genie Hero, Seven Sirens. I don't know. I don't have much experience with this series, but once I get the first game, I'll be able to really dig into it. I just haven't had. I'm just waiting until I get the first game. So, on to the last pile. Finally, next, Spider-Man 2, great sequel. I enjoyed it. A lot of people were hit and miss on it. I enjoyed it a lot. Looking forward to the future. So, next, Sonic Frontiers. I have not played it yet. I just heard it's basically Breath of the Wild for Sonic. So, looking forward to playing this at some point. Next, Solstice. This game is basically a Devil May Cry style game. I haven't played it yet, just from what I remember seeing gameplay wise. Like, okay, that looks fun. So I wanted to pick it up, and I did. Next, Steel Rising, Souls-like game set in Paris, and you're playing as like an automaton. That's all I know. So, next, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, great game. I enjoyed it. Of course, Jedi Survivors next, also a great game. Enjoyed it. My main issue with it is that it's not all on the disc, which is annoying. But at least I still have something physical at least. So there's that. But great game. I enjoyed it. Looking forward to the third game. Next, Stray. Haven't played yet. All I know is that you play as a cat. That's all I know. Get it played eventually. Next, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Cowabunga Collection. Great little collection of the old school style games. I would love if the Power Rangers games got something like this as a collection. That'd be pretty cool, in my opinion. But yeah, just pretty cool release. Next, Terminator Resistance Enhanced Edition. This was my first PS5 game from my buddy Dale. He bought this for me, so which I appreciate. But yeah, it's really solid first-person shooter with the Terminator license. So very good game. Next, Tormented Souls, very good old school style survival horror game. Very fun, very good. Looking forward to the sequel, which I think is this year, I believe. So, Trepang 2 is next. I've not played this yet. All I know is that it's basically a spiritual successor to Fear. And I love Fear, so look forward to playing that. Next, Vampire the Masquerade Swan Song. I've not played this yet. I haven't played any of the Vampire the Masquerade games, and I heard this one was kind of mixed, but it's my good. Instead of being like someone who hasn't played any of the games, I don't know if this is a good place to start. I know the second game is coming out this year, I believe, so maybe I'll start with that. I don't know yet. But it was cheap enough, so. Next, Valkyrie Elysium. I've not played it yet. I played the demo when it dropped. When they dropped the demo, and I enjoyed it, so I figured, okay, I'll get it eventually, and I got it. And then finally, the last game here of my PS5 collection so far is Wanted Dead. I'm fully aware this game has like been shit out. Has been like a lot of people say this game's really bad, but I don't care. I still want to play it. It just looks fun. It looks stupid and just bad fun to me. So I don't know. Maybe when I play it, maybe I'll feel the same. I don't know. But till then, it's just my collection. Play it eventually. All right, that is my PS5 collection update. I hope you all enjoyed the video. Please, if you enjoyed the video, please do all the usual: comment, subscribe, like the video, all that fun stuff. And I will see you in the future with more videos.